Vlogmas, day 14. (2023). I'm just going, no makeup, completely raw, and I'm just gonna sit here and share off the top of my head. Yesterday, I made mention of the fact that I wrote down some ideas for I hopped on ChatGPT and I jotted down, I'm going through my notes. ChatGPT for some titles or some subjects, some Vlogmas topics, I should say. One was decorating for the holidays. One was reflecting on the past year. I think I'll do that right now. Reflecting on the past year. The past year has been quite, it's had its peaks and valleys. It's been quite an interesting year. This was the first year without Mom. And while there's a tinge of sadness to it, there's a bit of relief to it for the simple fact that she was close to 93 years old. First of all, I thank God that He blessed me with the ability to have Mom in my life for that long, for over 60 years. Well, from when I was 60, I was just approaching 60, let's put it that way. About 60 years, let's put it that way. About 60 years. And Mom was approaching 93, a week away from 93. Matter of fact, today is the 14th. We're 4 days away from her birthday. And she had passed on the 11th, so a week out from her birthday. In any event, reflecting on this past year, 2023, not having Mom here on earth freed me from tending to her. Even though she was in the nursing home, I would visit her almost every day. And when she was in hospice, I was with her every day. So, and every night except one. One night I went to take care of some heating issues at the house on Garden Street, 15 Garden Street. So when Mom passed, that put me off of pause, because I was always on the move, always on the go, here, there, and everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but moving, on the move a lot. So 2023 found me on the move again. And that's why I go by the name Evergreen Gene, on the move. That's what I'm sticking with, because I'm back on the move again, thank God. And I have a sense of relief with Mom being, I believe, in heaven. The Bible says to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. And the Bible says on earth as it is in heaven. Our Father, which art in heaven, I should say, rather than on earth as it is in heaven. Our Father, which art in heaven. So to be absent from the body and to be present with the Lord, while the Lord is in heaven and Mom is in heaven, I believe. And so I have a comfort in that, because heaven, I believe, is way better than earth. And it's supposed to be on earth as it is in heaven, and that's what we're supposed to be working out. We've got quite a way to go. But taking a look back at the beginning of the year in January, when the 3 a.m., it started at 2 a.m., but the 3 a.m. prayer altar resumed the prayer tour in New England. I went on that trip. That was at the beginning. That was during January. That was, let me see. I don't know. I don't remember the specific dates. I believe it was mid to late January. So I went on that. Then in July, I went with my cousins, Dee, Lynn, Akila, to Cabo, Mexico. What a wonderful time. What a wonderful time. Great group of people I've known all my life. Dee and Lynn, Akila came along afterwards. And July, August, September, October, I went to Dallas for the first time in November. And that was at the beginning of the first Friday in November. Also, because I skipped over October, I'll come back to it. But all throughout, I had hanging over me the impending doom of Mom's house, my grandparents' house being sold, and it was sold on October 30th. Like I said, I'll get back to that. Skipping over that, November found me in Dallas for the first time with Kingdom Manor Extension Outreach First Fridays. There's a brother, Deshaun, that is doing the work out there, and Apostle Omar Morton, my pastor, is supporting and fathering Deshaun through that process. And I had gone out there because I take trips. I'm adventuresome. It's always been my thing. I stay on the move. My cousins, I was told, called me on dad's side. My cousin Mousy, Tashaya, told me that I was known as a gypsy, a nomad. I say nomad. They call me a gypsy. I move around. I'm single, no kids, no husband. I'm going to explore. I'm going to have adventures. I'm going places. I'm doing things. What's to restrain me? You know, when Mom was here, that was a pause, a long, significant pause that I am totally thankful to God that I had the opportunity to do. Did that. Mom went on to glory. And I know how Mom is. Mom was adventuresome as well. Married and adventuresome. She went to Africa. She went to the West Indies. She went to different states and she did her thing. And maintained her full-time job as a registered nurse and raised 4 children with dad. Was married to dad. That in and of itself is quite the experience, which is not mine to tell. So in November, I went to Dallas. Also in December, I went to Dallas, the beginning, and we are in December now, but towards the beginning of the month, I went to Dallas for the second time. So I've been getting around quite a bit. So basically, that has been a capsule of my 2023. I've been on the move. So if I would title 2023 for me, I would call it On the Move Again, because I got back to be in motion. And that meant right now, I showed you this Airbnb that I'm in. This is the basement. I like it. I've been here since November. And I'm scheduled to stay here until the 31st. I'm seeking the Lord for further direction and provision. Though we were whopped with quite a substantial amount of money, depends on your predicament and situation. If you're in a stable situation, if you have a home, if you have a steady job and other income, it's one thing. If you don't have a home, if you don't have credit, and you don't have a car, it's a whole different ballgame. Plus, you're building up your wardrobe. Plus, you're sowing seed. I'm speaking of myself. I'll get into that on another clip because my goal as I wind down 2023 for 2024, I plan on doing at least one live a day. At least 10 minutes. At least 10 minutes a day, I will hop on a live. Well, not even a live, because this is not even a live. I will do a video clip of about 10 minutes. It could be live. It might as well be live because I just uploaded. But the thing that would happen with live is interactive, responsive, etc. And I want to maintain focus as I'm speaking. I want it to be me conveying my thoughts uninterrupted as I feel led. And then further along, I'll add some lives to the mix. But as a daily discipline, I plan on dropping at least one video per day of 10 minutes, pre-recorded, I would gather. This is the best way to describe it, I would say. So this is day 14, Vlogmas day 14, 2023. I'm in Philly. I'm in an Airbnb, and this is Evergreen Gene, and I'm out.